how's it going? Monday market review. Going to be doing these every Monday from now on. Quick sub 10-minute video where we can discuss my thoughts over the market for the coming week, quick outlook, and the plan, and cover some altcoins. Try and keep it under 10 minutes. So we'll start with BTC. Clearly 4-hour is ranging here, despite this strong sort of like upwards consolidation that we keep seeing from BTC, which in these strong uptrends makes it really difficult for people to position into it, because you don't get the sweep of the lows like everyone's looking for, right? So as of right now, the majority of the participants are looking for a sweep into like sub 86k, which of course is going to be a really nice area that if we fail to break out early this week, I think we're looking at rolling towards sub 86, which is a really nice place to be picking up spot across the board. Down here, this is the this is the golden zone. Anything sub 86 at this point seems really nice for us for this week for altcoins, and also for BTC. I think BTC should be continue to be a priority for now, especially for longs and spot over the course of the next few months. Really expecting this to continue its parabolic trend into the high 100s. And this to me is just another one of those cool off periods we get before prices leg up higher. And obviously now it's just a matter of figuring out when that next leg is going to come, and what price is going to bottom it at. So when we're looking at BTC plan from now, I think 30-minute is looking pretty good. We sold off sort of prior to New York and bounced back into it. If early this week you see some sort of recovery on BTC back above 91,600 and that range high, and we basically V-shape this whole move, I think we look at continuation towards new all-time high and probably into like the high 90s on BTC. I've pretty much invalidated my thoughts from last week, which I posted back up here, on the fact that I was expecting a big blow off top from BTC. We sort of got a pretty harsh sell-off, and since posting that, we did see a 7% move to the downside. But if we were going to blow off, I think it was going to come from last week and then to do something like that, and we didn't. So but now, in the event of us having like a blow off top, I think we're going to have to trade much higher before we see something like that. So it's pretty simple as of right now. Early this week on BTC, you're looking for a reclaim back above 91,600. If this can get flipped, there's a good chance we're going to trade towards new all-time high and probably into the high 90s, right? Until then, I think you can look at a scenario where we sweep under Sunday low. This is our Sunday low, right? We look for the scenario where we sweep under the Sunday low. If again there's a good reaction from there, I think we can look at longs, and we can invalidate the idea of sweeping under 86. Like I said, this is like the golden area to get some fills now on the market, and obviously everyone's looking for this spot, and is the most obvious place to get filled. And I think it's really difficult to get filled in these places. Usually when you have some lows like this, they get taken when you least expect it. And as of right now, obviously everyone is sort of eyeing this area down here. Yeah, everyone's sort of looking to get filled down here. This is the place everyone wants to get filled, and I think in a lot of scenarios is when you don't see that, right? Similar to what we had back in here, back in this region. I think a lot of people were looking at including me, were looking at doing something like this, right? And we never got that. So keep in mind the scenario where we roll into 80, 88 and we don't get that deeper move. If we hold the mid-range again, I think there's a good chance we can break out from there, right? We've got this like 4-hour consolidation on BTC, which I think to expand to the upside at some point. And like I said, I don't expect a big sort of blow off until we trade up here, and probably then do it and then maybe leg up again, right? Also want to bring you to the price action from our January bottom that I noticed this morning. So this is our PA from here, right? What you can see is exactly when we had the similar ETF bid, right? When obviously the ETFs launched in January at the start of this year. And then we bottomed, and that's when the ETF bid really started to pick up. We almost have an identical setup here with a similar idea that the ETF bid is carrying Bitcoin right now, and obviously we saw Sailor's been buying this morning as well, but you can see we have this like 1, 2, 3 drive into the low, bounce, consolidation, bounce, consolidation, bounce, right? And then you look again here. I basically mapped it over. It's exactly the same, right? You got like the 1, 2, 3, bounce, consolidation, and this sort of compression is almost identical. It's really bizarre. And obviously you can't base your bias simply off of a fractal, but it's really nice to see that, this is almost identical to what we had in January. So if we play out that scenario as I just spoke of here, where we look at trading back above 91,600 this week, I think we can break out and really aggressively. Until then, and maybe look for something the likes of that, right? And obviously if we don't bounce here, then we fill the golden pocket, which is the ultimate entry. But as of right now, 2 plans. The first one is the main plan, which is looking for a good reclaim on BTC this week and flipping back above this range high region. If we see like a nice recovery off of this, there's a good chance that we're going to leg up. The other one is watch for a sweep into here, and if it holds, then we look at buying, and I think this 86 area gets front run. Otherwise this is the golden pocket, right? But this is the second option, right? I think we can look at front running this lower area, leg up, trade much higher, and then at some point towards that 100k region, I think we can blow off, and then that's when we're going to see likely see dominance rally further, dominance not rally and a top out further down the line. But I don't think I expect that to happen this week, but I do expect this range to be broken and this consolidation to be broken. Another thing I want to comment on is on the exo charts on the market profile. Our lows are pretty nice, to be honest. Like, we have no sort of imbalance at our lows, which for me gives me sort of no reason to backfill towards there as of right now. We have some single prints obviously from the move up, but that's no surprise given how aggressive this move up has been. But if we did have some poor lows below, then I would consider the fact that we could go down prior to actually legging up. So regarding altcoins, Bonk looks really good here. Really nice setup. I think this, if the market looks at breaking out this week, I think Bonk is going to continue to leg up, to be honest. Solana as well. This is likely going to trade towards all-time high this week. In general, I think Sol and Sol ecosystem is going to continue to outperform the rest of the market, and is a main priority for me. Doge as well. I think this is prepping for another leg higher. Looks really nice for a position here as well, and even on spot you can add on a sweep into the low 30s. I think this is going to be trading much higher over the next couple of months. Goat, I think currently looks pretty good. Nice 4-hour sweep. 22% off the highs, which is a pretty nice pullback, and then you got sort of like this reclaim setup as well, so that looks pretty good. Also, that was pretty much it for altcoins. I think my main priority right now is keeping an eye on BTC and trying to catch this breakout that I think is coming pretty soon. And then once we get the confirmation of the breakout, we can look at piling into stronger alts. True risk on trigger isn't back yet. I think you basically wait for a really strong breakout, either after option 2 or we chase on option 1, and I think this starts to leg up into the high 90s. That is pretty much it for and the developer monthly value arrow high, which we can see has been a really nice place for BTC to hold, continues to act as support for now. That is everything for this week's market report. Link to my socials and to join Wolfswolf is in the Wolfswolf group is in the description, along with my Twitter, and you can expect these to be out every Monday from now on. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next week.